First question. Who is the tidiest?
Colleen.
That was
100%.
decisive. Okay.
Yeah. When she hears this question, she's going to make a joke about how me, along with her sister Allison, leaves socks right at the foot of the sofa in the living room. We both do that. So she's tidier.
Okay. Who is more adventurous?
Me, I would say. Yeah, me.
Okay. Who is more emotional?
Me. Me.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
yeah, I am very much the one who will stop in the middle of the kitchen and just embark on a soliloquy about how she's the greatest.
Yep, I believe that. Okay. Who is the earliest riser?
Me.
Okay.
Me. I've slowly acclimated her to 7 a.m. wake ups on the weekends, but it's been a tough journey. It's been a tough journey.
Getting there. Who said I love you first?
Me. Um, very much so. And the way that I said it too was like I remember kind of prefacing it with just being like, I just want to tell you how I feel about you. I don't really expect you to say anything back. I just always want you to know like how I'm feeling about something. And then I said it, and then yeah, it was nice. It was great.
I didn't have this down, but we're gonna add this one in. Do you remember when you said I love you for the first time?
I think it was like 3 to 4 months in. I think it was. I mean, on our first date, I kind of knew, and so I think for her it took a little longer. I had to endear myself, but yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Okay. Okay, last one of this set. Who is better at the Times crossword?
Colleen, oh my God, I'm like the pretty assistant.
Good answer. I also believe that. Uh, okay, on to the next set of questions. These are a little harder.
Okay.
Okay. What is the best dish that you cook?
Pizza. Um, I make pizza every week from scratch. Recently made 7 of the bad boys during Christmas with the family. And I think I got like moderately positive reviews. It was a new oven. So I wasn't sure of the whole mechanics. But yeah, I think that's the best thing that I make.
Nice, awesome. Okay. What is Colleen's best quality? What would she consider her best quality?
What would she consider her best quality?
Mhm. Mhm.
She would say her best quality is being able to make anybody feel comfortable in a social situation, I think.
Okay. What would you consider her best quality?
Um, I think she is the smartest person I know who doesn't tell everybody that she's the smartest person they know. Like she is able to exhibit her intelligence in a way that doesn't put upon anybody else and doesn't make anybody feel less than or unequal to her massive brain. Um, and I find that wonderful.
Here, I second that. Okay. How many children do you want, Zach?
Well, the answer has always been 2.5. And I would allow, Colleen to round up or round down. Um, After we've talked about it, I think three. I think three is the magic number.
Okay. Okay. I like that. We give her a little bit of a buffer there.
Mhm.
What is Colleen's favorite movie?
Okay, this is a tough one. Um, because there are two franchises of films that we can look at in terms of Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. Um, I think I'm inclined out of those genres to go the Harry Potter genre. This makes it much more difficult for me because there are 8 movies in there as opposed to the 3 Lord of the Rings movies. We're not counting the Hobbit stuff because I know she doesn't like that. Um, of the Harry Potter movies, I think her favorite would probably be the first one. I think the Sorcerer's Stone might be the favorite here.
Okay. That was an incredible thought process that you just went through there. Okay, first Harry Potter movie. All right. Okay. What habit of yours does Colleen dislike the most?
Hmm.
It can't be the socks if we can duplicate that answer.
It might be the socks. Um, it. Oh, what else could it be? I mean, I'm just such a lovable person. It's hard to think about what things I do that are annoying. I think it might be the socks thing. I think it might just be general strooning about of clothing.
Okay. Okay. Allowed. Not a terrible one by any means. Okay, what is the best gift you have given Colleen? What is in her perspective?
In her view,
Mhm.
um, on the her birthday, not this past year, but the year before, I set up a scavenger hunt throughout the city of Memphis for her birthday, and we went on it together for like the whole day, and that was my gift. And I've kind of made it a tradition that like that's her birthday every year is we do a little scavenger hunt based off of events that we've done together in the past year. So
Okay. How many dresses did Colleen try on before finding the perfect one? Wedding dresses.
I don't think it was that many. I think it's probably ooh, I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna go 4.
Okay. Okay. I don't know this one, so we'll both be surprised. What is your favorite band and or artist?
This is one that she might get. It's Fruit Bats. It is a very like niche, like folky rock Americana band. This past year, I was in their top 0.05% of listeners on Spotify. Um, and the thing is I've never seen them in person ever. And so, because they don't really go on tour that much. I mean, they're a small band, but whenever I listen to them, I think it reminds me of like the American Southwest. And it's just like, oh, like we're looking out and like the beautiful vistas and driving in the car. So, yeah.
Cool. Check them out. Fruit bats. Okay. What is a hard one? What is one thing Colleen can't live without? We'll say
Side.
a physical item.
Okay. The funny thing to say is her retainer, but I'm not going to say that. Um, oh.
Good thing it will be recorded.
One thing she can't live without. I'm trying to think.
Glad we got the pup in the background of this interview.
Ellie, what do you think? What do you think, Ellie? I would say, then I would probably say her running shoes.
Okay.
Because I think the running shoes are more of an example of a thing that she really enjoys doing and that I think she would be upset if she could not do, which is like general running, biking, exercise, yada, yada, yada.
Excellent guess. Okay, 3 more.
Okay.
Open-ended one. Relatively succinctly, because I know we could get all the detail. Describe your first date.
Our first date was at Brookhaven Bar and Grill in Memphis, Tennessee, on in an open air patio that was not. Um, and yeah, we sat down for dinner. I got there 15 minutes early because I'm just a nervous Nelly and I wanted to make sure I was on time. And I sat down. She came in. I felt the thunderbolt of God go through me. And um, I remember very distinctly like telling myself, make sure your posture's good, chin up, like present yourself very well. This is like your big shot. Um, and during the dinner, we're having a great time. We're talking about Michigan State basketball because they were playing in the Big Ten tournament. Actually, while we were there, so she was like, "Oh, I'm a Michigan State fan. I'm from Lansing." I was like, "Oh, great, awesome." So throughout this dinner, I'm having a great time, and I'm trying to find an excuse to like, you know, show her that I'm interested in her, like by in a physical sense, but without like being creepy about it. So in the moment, the only thing I can think of is like give her a high five. Um, and I do. She reciprocates the high five. Um, I later learned that this was perhaps not my smoothest move in the world. Um, but yeah, it was great. At the end of the date, I had a wonderful time, and I was very earnest with her about um, I really, really enjoyed this. I definitely want to do this again. I want to, text you tomorrow morning so we can figure out the next date. And I think I was perhaps a little over earnest of just being like, I am not ghosting. I'm here now. So that was the first date.
Oh, great one. If only all men had that same mindset, Zach. If only.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, 2 more. Okay, Colleen takes your hand and pulls you to the dance floor. They
Okay.
say that the DJ is playing your song. What song is it?
Okay. Is it a fast tempo song or a slow tempo song?
Ooh, great question. We'll do both. I'll amend.
Okay. Relatively fast tempo song will be Wrapped Up in You by Garth Brooks.
Okay, okay.
Um, Slow tempo song will be All Night Parking by Adele.
Okay. And a lot of confidence in this one. Okay, good. I
Yeah,
think
I,
you're
I think
playing the
this one, I
question
got
out
this
too.
one. Yeah.
Well, then I know you definitely have the next one. This is the last one. When did you know you wanted to marry Colleen?
I think pretty early. I mean, I think, I very early on, I felt like, man, she is way too good for me. Like, she is just so smart. She is so pretty. She's so beautiful. She is so kind. And every time I met one of her friends, like it was clear that she inspired such a fierce devotion and loyalty out of her friends. And I think of any quality that a human being can have, that's one of the best ones. Um, so I think I knew pretty early on, but I think actually the actual moment um, was two of my friends, Jessica and Dan, were visiting from St. Louis, and they were in Memphis, and so they were meeting Colleen, and this was like one of the first friends of mine that Colleen was able to meet. And we're sitting at a restaurant, and Jessica's to the left or to the right of me, and she like leans over and she's like, "We really love her," and I was like, mm, "Me too. Like, I'm gonna marry her." And like that was the first time that I had ever really said it. And yeah, I think that after I said it, I was like, "Oh yeah, like that feels really right, actually." And and then I had to, work my way to that point.
That point on that ferry in Seattle.
Yeah, we're with the announcement, we're with the lifeboats and everything.
Very smooth. It was all very smooth.
It was very smooth, very planned, very, like, Boom, boom, boom.
Everything went according to plan.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, Zach, you're gonna have some tears in the room when we play this for Colleen. Oh my God, you're making me cry. Okay, well done.
Thank you.
Excellent, sir. You didn't lose a beat. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording. Oh, wait, no. Is there anything you want to say to Colleen on her bachelorette weekend? It'll be Sunday at this point, so we'll have just gone out on Broadway the night before. We've got a day full of activities and fun, and then we leave tomorrow. Anything you want to say to her? Your bride?
I love you, honey. And I hope this weekend was your second most favorite time on Broadway.
I grew up. Thanks, Zach. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording. Hold on.